with a new pen. And sorry, Muhammad Yasir just interrupted me and he ruined the video, but Muhammad Yasir is a lovely person. So we stopped at explaining in terms of molecules why a supply of thermal energy is needed to change the liquid into a gas. You just start directly to break the forces of attraction holding the molecules together. Remember, do not exceed the spaces, okay? Alright, moving on. A metal container is used to cook food. The metal container has thick walls. Hot cooking oil at the outside at temperature of 120 degrees is poured into the container. The outside surface of the container gets hot. Some of the thermal energy passes through the metal because vibrating atoms in the metal collide with the neighboring atoms and transfer energy to them. Explain how the rest of the thermal energy is conducted through a metal to the outside surface by another process. Okay, that was a long question. So, in this question, explain how the rest of the thermal energy is conducted. It can be energy is conducted by thermal radiation. That's another process. Okay? What else can we write here? How the rest of the thermal energy is conducted. So what can we say? What can we say about the remainder of the thermal energy? I think we can talk about free moving electrons. I think free moving electrons, we can do that. We can say that the metal has free moving electrons that collide with atoms passing on the heat. I think this is a very sufficient answer. Alright? Now, what else do we have here? The outside surface of the container is brightly polished and shiny. Okay, explain how this reduces the power that needs to be supplied to keep the oil at the correct temperature. Explain. Now you gotta start by shiny surfaces are bad emitters of radiation. You get a mark for that. The second mark is they make the oil, or this makes the oil at a high temperature for a longer time, and this reduces the power. You gotta mention power equals to energy over time. Power is inversely proportional to time. That was a good answer. Good. All right. Now, moving on. Now, the metal container is spherical. The spherical container has smaller surface area than long. Explain the advantage of using a spherical container. The smaller the area, the lesser the rate of emission of radiation. And this is a very sufficient answer. All right, people, we're getting closer. We're getting close. This is a question about, I think we've done it in the previous worksheet. That's why I'm just going to skip directly through it, but I'm just going to say it fast. Like the cork behind the dull black surface will fall first. Okay, will fall first because dull black is a better absorber of infrared than shiny plate. Okay, so yeah, give the name of the method of transfer of thermal energy in solids. That's conduction. Conduction happens in solids. All right. Now identify A, B, and C. A is a liquid, B is a solid, and this is a gas. Very simple question. Explain in terms of forces between molecules why gases expand more than liquids when they have the same rising temperature. Gases have weaker intermolecular forces and larger intermolecular distance between molecules. All right, larger intermolecular distances between the molecules. Okay, this is a question about P1 V1 equals to P2 V2. So this is V1 and this is P1. So 3,400 and 0.9 times 10 to the power of 5. Now calculate the new volume. So P1 V1 equals to P2 V2. P1 0.9 times 10 to the power of 5. V1 is 3,400. P2 is 2.5 times 10 to the power of 5. V2 is over here. So we're going to divide by 2.5 times 10 to the power of 5 to cancel out this. These two, they cancel out. And use your calculator to find the final answer. Let me just get my phone's calculator real quick. 0.9 times 3,400 divided by 2.5. That's 1,224 cubic centimeters. Now the gas in the cylinder is now heated. The piston remains fixed. State and explain in terms of molecules any change in the pressure. Statement: pressure increases. Okay? Molecules gain more kinetic energy and collide with walls more frequently. And this is it for this worksheet. Thank you very much and bye-bye.